Gemini, if you have been carrying the heavy, unspoken weight of an apology that never came, the universe has finally cracked open the timeline for you. This is not just a random message. The person who walked away, the one who left you questioning your own worth, is breaking their silence this September 2026. They are realizing the magnitude of what they lost, and the words, "I never meant to hurt you," are burning in their chest right now. But there is a hidden reason why they are reaching out now, a profound secret they have been hiding even from themselves, and it is going to completely shift your reality. Before we unlock this, tell me in the comments where you are watching from, and if your heart is beating a little faster right now, just type "I am ready" to claim the shift. Do not let this moment pass you by, and do not scroll past this reading, because you were meant to hear this exact message right now. This message is arriving at the exact right moment in your timeline, and the fact that you are here, listening to my voice, is not a coincidence. The algorithm did not just randomly place this video on your screen. Your higher self, your intuition, and the spiritual guides surrounding you orchestrated this digital collision. You pulled this reading into your reality because your soul is tired of waiting in the dark, and it is time to step into the light of what is actually happening behind the scenes. Your physical body has been keeping the score, and if you are feeling a sudden flutter in your chest, a strange restlessness in your limbs, or an unusual tightness in your throat, I need you to know that these are not just random physical sensations. This is your somatic confirmation. Your nervous system is picking up on the energetic shift before your logical mind can even process it. You have been waking up earlier than usual, perhaps around 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., with a sudden rush of emotion or a feeling that someone is thinking about you intensely. You have been checking your phone constantly, feeling phantom vibrations, experiencing a strange tension in your jaw, and feeling an unusual emotional sensitivity that makes you tear up at the smallest triggers. Your body is acting as an antenna, picking up the frequency of their impending return. And then there is the realm of your subconscious, the nighttime hours where the veil is thinnest. You have been having vivid, emotionally charged dreams where this person appears, not as the version of them that hurt you, but as the version of them that is deeply regretful. You are seeing flashes of memory, sudden intuitive downloads, and repeated mental pings that feel like they are coming from outside of yourself. You might be seeing repeating numbers like 1111, 222, or 717, noticing synchronicities in your daily life, or hearing songs on the radio that perfectly describe the exact situation you are going through. These are not just random occurrences. These are the universe tapping you on the shoulder, confirming that the energy is moving and that the person in question is undergoing a massive internal reckoning. Right now, across the energetic cord that still connects you, this person is sitting in the quiet of their own mind, and they are finally facing the truth. They are looking at the space you left behind, and the reality of their actions is crashing down on them. They are realizing that the pain points you experienced, the moments where you felt unheard, unvalued, and like you were caring too much, were not your fault. They see now how their silence affected you, how their withdrawal made you question your own sanity, and how their inability to communicate left you carrying the entire emotional weight of the connection. They are feeling a profound sense of regret, a heavy ache in their chest, and they are remembering the beautiful moments you shared, contrasting them sharply with the pain they caused. They are preparing to say something that will completely reframe your understanding of the past. But before I reveal the exact nature of this apology, the specific words they are going to use, and the tangible actions they are about to take, I need to give you the context of why this is happening now. There is a specific catalyst, a hidden trigger in their life that finally broke through their ego and forced them to look in the mirror. If I just tell you they are sorry without explaining the psychological and spiritual shift that caused this breakthrough, you will not understand the depth of this transformation. You need to understand the foundation of this realization so that when they finally reach out, you know exactly how to handle it, how to protect your peace, and how to receive their energy without falling back into old patterns. Before we go deeper into the exact words they are preparing to speak and the specific catalyst that triggered this massive shift, I want to invite you to stay with me. If this message is resonating with your spirit, if you feel that deep sense of validation in your soul, please take a moment to subscribe to Trusted Tarot. By joining this community, you are not just subscribing to a channel, you are anchoring yourself to a safe, spiritually aligned space where your intuition is honored and your healing is prioritized. Stay with me, return to this space whenever you need guidance, and let us continue to uncover the layers of this profound energy together. Let us talk about the exact catalyst that broke their silence, because as a Gemini, your mind has been racing, trying to logic your way out of the pain, analyzing every single detail of what went wrong between you. You have been trapped in the duality of your own thoughts, wondering if you did too much or if you didn't do enough, constantly shifting between hope and despair. But the truth is, the catalyst for their return had absolutely nothing to do with your actions and everything to do with their own internal collapse. In this September 2026 energy, they hit a massive wall. The distractions they used to numb the guilt, the superficial connections they tried to use as a replacement for your depth, it all completely fell apart. They realized that no one else speaks their language, no one else matches your intellectual and spiritual frequency, and no one else makes them feel as profoundly seen as you do. This realization did not come gently. It came as a sudden, sharp clarity that stripped away their ego and left them with nothing but the raw, unfiltered truth of their regret. And this brings us to the main reveal, the exact energy of what is coming toward you right now, because they are not just going to send a casual greeting or a late-night breadcrumb to test the waters. The energy here is incredibly heavy, deliberate, and deeply confessional. They are preparing to reach out with a profound, life-altering apology, and the core of their message will revolve around the desperate realization that they never meant to hurt you. They are going to confess that their withdrawal was never about a lack of love, but rather an overwhelming, paralyzing fear of the depth of what they actually felt for you. They are going to admit that they sabotaged the connection because your light was simply too bright, and it forced them to look at their own shadows, their own insecurities, and their own unhealed wounds. Expect a long, detailed text message, a voice note where you can literally hear their voice cracking with emotion, or a direct phone call where they finally drop all their defenses and masks. They're going to look you in the eye or send those words through the screen and say, "I am so sorry," and for the very first time, you will feel the absolute, vibrating sincerity behind those syllables. The silence is finally breaking, and what is rushing in to fill that void is a tidal wave of accountability. They are ready to finally reach out, not because they are lonely, but because they are entirely incomplete without the specific energy that only you provide. But here is where I need you to listen very closely, because this is the emotional guidance and the warning layer you need to navigate this massive shift. When this message finally arrives, your instinct as a Gemini will naturally be to overthink it, to dissect every single word, to look for the hidden catch, the underlying motive, or the potential for them to pull away again. I am asking you to pause and break that old pattern. Do not let the ghosts of your past pain distort the reality of this new, healed message. If you approach their apology with a shield raised, you will miss the genuine transformation that is trying to take place. They are coming to you with their heart completely exposed, and if you react defensively or with sudden icy detachment, it will trigger their fear all over again and push them back into their shell. Receive this message clearly, not defensively. When you see their name pop up on your screen, or when you hear their voice, I want you to physically ground yourself. Feel your feet on the floor, take a deep breath into your belly, and let their words wash over you without immediately trying to solve the puzzle of their return. You do not have to forgive them in the exact second they apologize, and you do not have to give them all your power back instantly, but you do need to hold space for the vulnerability they are finally offering. Let them speak their truth without interrupting it with your past trauma. This is a delicate, energetic exchange, and the way you hold this space will dictate the foundation of whatever comes next. I know how utterly exhausting it has been for you to be the strong one, to be the one who always understands, always forgives, and always waits in the shadows while they figured their life out. You have poured so much of your beautiful, mercurial, and generous energy into a void, and it has left you feeling drained, emotionally hollow, and questioning your own intuition. You have cried tears that you thought would never stop, and you have had nights where the anxiety in your chest made it impossible to sleep. But I need you to know, with absolute spiritual certainty, that your patience was not in vain. The universe was fiercely protecting your heart during this separation, ensuring that when they finally did return, it would be from a place of true, lasting transformation, not just temporary loneliness or convenience. The delay you experienced was entirely necessary for their ego death, but it was equally necessary for your own spiritual elevation. You have grown so much in this silence. You have learned how to stand in your own power, how to validate your own worth, and how to detach your identity from their actions. You are no longer the same person who was hurt by their initial departure, which means you are now fully equipped to handle their return from a place of grounded sovereignty. You have been prepared for this exact moment, and the universe is about to reward your unwavering faith with the closure, the apology, and the love that you have been praying for. When this profound apology finally lands in your reality, you must understand that it is not just a relationship event. It is a massive spiritual unblocking that will ripple through every single area of your life. As a Gemini, your mind is the absolute gateway to your manifestation, and for months, your brilliant, mercurial mental energy has been trapped in a loop of overthinking, analyzing, and trying to solve the unsolvable puzzle of their absence. But the moment their sincere confession breaks through the silence, the static in your mind will instantly clear. And when the mental static clears, the universe immediately redirects that massive amount of freed up energy into your career, your finances, and your broader life purpose. You are about to witness a direct correlation between this emotional resolution and a sudden, unexpected breakthrough in your professional or financial realm. The energy you were wasting on anxiety and waiting is now being returned to you as fuel for your own empire. You may notice a sudden opportunity presenting itself at work, a long-awaited financial return, or a creative project suddenly gaining the traction it deserves. This is not a coincidence. The universe operates on the principle of energetic flow, and by finally releasing the heavy, stagnant energy of this unresolved connection, you have opened the floodgates for abundance to pour into your life. The person returning to you is actually serving as a catalyst for your own elevation. Their realization of your worth is mirroring back to you the undeniable truth of your own value, and the world is going to start treating you with the exact level of respect and reverence that you have always deserved. But let us be very clear about what happens immediately after the apology, because words, no matter how beautifully spoken, are only the beginning of their transformation. This person is not just going to say they are sorry and then disappear back into the shadows. The energy of September 2026 demands tangible, undeniable action, and they know it. They are terrified of losing you for good this time, and that fear is translating into a fierce, unwavering consistency. They are actively making plans to see you in person, clearing their schedule, and preparing a gesture that proves they have been paying attention to every single detail you have ever shared with them. Expect them to reference something deeply specific, an inside joke, a past conversation you thought they had forgotten, or a subtle desire you once mentioned in passing. They are going to show up in a way that leaves absolutely no room for doubt about their intentions. They are no longer operating from a place of ego or avoidance. They are operating from a place of desperate, beautiful clarity. They want to look into your eyes and show you, through their sustained presence and their changed behavior, that they are finally ready to do the work. They are stepping up to the plate, and they are bringing a level of maturity to this dynamic that was previously missing. This brings us to a crucial shift in the power dynamic between the two of you, and I need you to internalize this truth deeply. You are no longer the one waiting by the phone. You are no longer the one bending over backward to accommodate their silence or justify their actions to your friends and family. The energy has completely, irrevocably flipped. You are the prize. You are the one who held the line, who maintained your dignity, and who continued to choose your own peace even when it was agonizingly difficult. They are now the ones seeking your validation, your forgiveness, and your precious time. Your ruling planet, Mercury, governs communication, and right now, your voice is your absolute magic. This is not the time to swallow your truth just to keep the peace or to rush into forgiveness, because you are relieved they have finally reached out. Your spiritual guidance right now is to communicate your boundaries with crystal clear, unapologetic honesty. Tell them exactly how their absence affected you. Tell them what you need to feel safe moving forward. Do not soften your words to make them more palatable for their ego. Speak your truth, and watch how eagerly, how humbly, they rise to meet it. They are not looking for an easy way out. They are looking for a real, authentic reconciliation, and that requires them to hear your pain without becoming defensive. As this new chapter begins to unfold, pay close attention to the somatic shift within your own body. The heavy, suffocating weight that has been sitting on your chest for months will begin to lift, replaced by a profound, almost dizzying sense of lightness. You will notice that you can suddenly sleep through the night without your mind racing. The constant, low-level hum of anxiety in your stomach will dissolve, making room for your natural, playful, and radiant Gemini spark to return. You will find yourself laughing more easily, feeling a renewed sense of curiosity about the world, and experiencing a deep, resonant feeling of being emotionally held and protected. This is the divine reward for your unwavering faith. This is the universe honoring the tears you cried in the dark and the strength it took to keep believing that your story was not over. The pieces are finally falling into place, not by accident, but by divine design. You have been prepared for this exact moment, and you are stepping into it with a level of wisdom, grace, and power that you did not possess when they first walked away. You are ready. You need to understand exactly why this profound shift is happening right now, in this specific window of September 2026, because the timing is not arbitrary, it is divinely orchestrated. This month represents a massive karmic threshold, a spiritual turning of the tide where the heavy, stagnant energy of the past is finally being swept away by the clarifying winds of autumn. For months, the universe held this connection in a state of suspended animation, not to punish you, but to allow the necessary internal alchemy to take place. If this apology had come 6 months ago, it would have been premature. They would have still been operating from their ego, offering you half-hearted words just to ease their own temporary discomfort. But the silence you endured was a sacred gestation period. It forced them to sit in the absolute void of your absence, to feel the true weight of their choices, and to dismantle their defenses brick by brick. The energy has now fully ripened. The karmic debt has been paid through their internal suffering, and the divine window is officially open for them to step forward and make it right. I want to take a moment to speak directly to the deepest parts of your heart, to the parts that have been carrying the heaviest burdens during this entire journey. I see the nights you spent staring at the ceiling, your mind racing through a million different scenarios, wondering what you did wrong, wondering if you were somehow unlovable or too difficult to handle. I see the moments you checked your phone 100 times, only to feel that familiar, sickening drop in your stomach when the screen remained dark. I see the times you tried to convince yourself that you were over it, that you didn't care anymore, only to break down in tears when you realized how deeply you still held onto the hope of their return. You have been so incredibly strong, but I need you to know that it is okay to admit you are tired. You have carried the emotional labor of this connection entirely on your own shoulders, acting as the anchor while they drifted away. But I need you to hear this with absolute clarity. Your waiting is officially over. You are safe now. The universe has caught you. You do not have to fight for this love anymore, because it is finally, inevitably coming to you. As we bring this reading to a close, I want to guide you through a grounding ritual to help you anchor this massive energetic shift into your physical body. Wherever you are right now, I want you to pause and completely still your movements. Take your right hand and place it gently, firmly over the center of your chest. Feel the steady, rhythmic beating of your own heart beneath your palm. This is your anchor. This is the physical proof of your own life force, your own worth, and your own sovereignty. Now, take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, drawing in the bright, clearing energy of this new beginning, and exhale fully and completely through your mouth, releasing the last lingering remnants of doubt, fear, and old pain. As you sit with this message, I want you to silently repeat this affirmation in the quiet space of your mind. I am worthy of a love that stays. I am open to receiving the apology I deserve. I release the past and step into my power. Feel the truth of those words settling into your cells, rewriting your energetic blueprint and aligning your vibration with the beautiful reality that is rushing toward you. As you step out of this sacred space and back into the flow of your day, I want you to carry this absolute certainty with you. Do not let the shadows of your past doubts dim the light of this incoming blessing. If this message found you at the exact right time, if you feel the profound shift happening in your spirit right now, I need you to go down to the comments and type the words, "I claim my apology." Let that be your digital signature to the universe, your undeniable declaration that you are ready to receive what is yours. Please make sure you are subscribed to Trusted Tarot because the energy is moving incredibly fast and we will be tracking their exact movements and the unfolding of this timeline in our upcoming readings. Share this video with someone who needs to know that their wait is almost over and let this energy ripple out into the world. Until next time, trust your intuition, protect your beautiful peace, and know that you are deeply, endlessly, and unconditionally loved.